welcome to 50 Movies in 50 Weeks. I'm your host, Joey Hollywood, and I'm trying to get through all 50 movies in this 50 movie box set for Mill Creek in 50 Weeks. Before I get into today's movie, I just want to say Happy Halloween! Because I'm running so far behind on all of these little videos, I actually know what day I'm posting it on, so I have dressed up as Captain Pike from Season 2 of Star Trek Discovery, maybe the worst season of Star Trek Discovery. I don't know, I dipped after Season 3. I absolutely loved this uniform from that season. I don't watch Star Trek, modern Star Trek anymore, but I keep an ear out, I keep tabs on it, and I gotta say, this has been my favorite uniform from this new iteration, and I bought it off of like Wish or something years ago and wore it one Halloween and then never again. But I digress. Let's get back to the movie at hand, Happy Halloween. And the movie I watched today was called Ring of Terror. So I was under the impression that I had seen this movie before, and it ends up I had, but it wasn't the movie I thought it was. I thought it was a detective movie in the vein of like a Charlie Chan or the other one with Boris Karloff, whatever that was called. I was under the impression I had seen it before, and Ring of Terror was like this Sherlock Holmes-esque thing. It is not. It is more comparable to the Twilight Zone and Herbert West Reanimator. More in the setting of Reanimator than the actual plot. When it started, you meet your Rod Serling-esque character who talks like this: I am looking for my cat. That's how he talks, and this opening goes on forever. The Rod Serling type character goes out looking for his cat, who I think is named. It's either named Humor or Puma, and I can't tell because the audio on this copy was so bad. I was like, Humor? Why does he keep saying Humor? And then I heard it one more time. I'm like, is he saying Puma? I couldn't tell. The audio on this is really bad, but it was hysterical. The whole movie is hysterical. It's really, really unintentionally funny. All the teenagers in it are like 40 years old. The plot is very nonsensical. It's silly, and the wraparound with the Rod Serling character is genuinely, genuinely funny. I was thinking, why isn't this more known? There should be a Mystery Science Theater episode about this, and I Googled it. And there was a Mystery Science Theater episode about this. I have to have seen it because I've seen every episode of Mystery Science Theater, with the exception of 3 or 4 from season 0 and season 12 and 13 of the rebooted version. I've seen everything except for that. So I have to have seen this, but I just forgot because I watched all of Mystery Science Theater in 2013. I spent that whole year. I watched Mystery Science Theater from as much as I could get of season 0 all the way to season 10. I really enjoyed this one. This one's really, really, really funny. Unintentionally so, which I think is for the best when it comes to good bad movies. I don't like the ones that are intentionally funny, at least not often. There's a couple times I do. Yeah, this one's really funny. It's like a macabre college romp with a Rod Serling Twilight Zone ripoff opening and ending. And I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Bad movie for sure, but a fun bad movie. And I'm not going to tell you too much more about it because I encourage you to watch this one. Normally I have caveats, but I think if you're watching this series, you definitely would enjoy this one. At least I did, and if you trust my opinion after these 4 years of me doing this every Friday or Saturday, then I think you should trust my opinion. Anyways, I'm losing my track of thought. I will see you next week. Remember, please be kind and rewind.